What's up, Robert? How we doing? What's up, Joel? What's up, Range? Long time no see. What's up, guys? Great to see all you guys. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, let's get some spin art going. Here we go. All right, Robert, were you the first one in here? I think Robert was. All right, Robert, I'm going to do one for you first. All right, there we go. Here we go. What's up, Cash? How we doing? So I'm only doing it for subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, you have no chance getting spin art. You have to be subscribed to get spin art. So, Robert, let's get yours going, my guy. Here we go. Green and yellow and blue, Robert. Let's switch it up today. Let's make this one cool. All right, here we go. Who else is in here? What's up, Joel? How we doing? I'm going to do one for you as well. Thank you for showing up. All right. What's up, Juliana? Can you get mod? Gamer has mod. All right, here we go. You're subscribed. All right, I got you, Cash. All right, here we go. There we go. There you go, Roberto. All right, next up is Joel or Joel. I think it's Joel. There we go. Guys, say hi to Juliana. She is in the chat. What's up, Juliana? Here we go. Pink and blue. All right. Macio. That's a great name. I like it. It's like Rocio, but like Macio. I like it. All right. Next up is Cash. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Joel. Here we go. Awesome. There you go, Joel. Awesome. Next up is going to be Cash. And you know, with Cash, we're doing green because money's green. Let's do it. All right. Remember, guys, all you got to do is put in the chat if you're subscribed, and then let me know your name. So, here we go. What's up, Gamer? How you doing? Gamer, was that really you, the other person? What's up, Joey? How we doing? All right. Remember, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. If you want to skip the line, or if you don't even want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat. There you go. Cash. Money. All right. Macio. Here we go. Was you. All right, all right. We're going to do one account. Where's my burrito? I thought about getting a burrito on my way home today. I did not get one, but I might have a burrito tonight for dinner. So, I think I'm going to have to go get one. All right. What's up, Raheem? I don't know if you're subscribed. You got to let me know if you're subscribed. Raheem. Bruno subscribed. Thank you, Bruno. Great name. Amazing. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right, Macio. There you are. There you are, Macio. All right, next up is going to be Bruno. Here we go. You're Alexa, and you're... I'm obsessed with burrito facts. I love burritos. I'll eat like 4 burritos in a week. They're so good. That's like a high week, though. Yeah, lately it's been like 4 burritos a week. It's kind of bad. Let's go, Jackson. All right, Jaxon. You spell it differently than I spell it. I like it, though. Raheem subscribed. Thank you, Raheem. I got you, my guy, Raheem. You're subscribed. Your name's Sophia. All right, Sophia. Let's get you added to the line. All right. Let me see. You want a shout out too? Shout out to Sophia. All right, Xavier. All right, I got you. All right, Jason, Alexander, Michaela. You got to let me know if you're subscribed. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at this one. Oh, my goodness. Bruno. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Roberto, back in the chat. What's up? All right, Jackson. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, let's go. Remember, guys, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you subscribe. Then you have a chance for spin art. Now, if you don't want to wait in line, or if you just want to skip the line, send a large gift or a super chat. All right, Cannon, let's go. I got you added to the line. Do not worry. All right, what's up, Teddy? Here we go, here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. Teddy. Awesome. Thanks for sharing the TikTok. I appreciate it. There you go, Jackson. All right, next up is Raheem. Let's go, Raheem. All right, here we go. Raheem. All right, let's do pink and blue. All right, next up is going to be Sophia. Here we go. Here we go. You're subscribed. Thank you so much, Peyton, for being subscribed. I appreciate it. I got you added right now. Jason, Adeline. You guys got to let me know if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Here we go. Raheem. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Sophia, coming up. Gamer, you got to plug in your phone, my guy. You'll get more battery, I promise. All right, pink and blue. This is the best time to be streaming. Anytime's a good time to be streaming. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Lacey, let's get you added. Thank you so much for being subscribed. Lacey. Guys, we all have some cool names in this chat. They all remind me of football player names right now, like Eddie Lacy, Xavier Woods. There we go. Sophia, there you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Xavier. Here we go. Here we go. Xavier. Awesome. Let's get this going. We're going to start off with some green, with some blue, with some other blue, dark blue. Here we go. Xavier. All right. Here we go. You subscribe. Thank you so much, Samantha. All right, Samantha, I got you added in there. There we go. Guys, remember, you got to let me know if you're subscribed if you want your spin art. Here we go. Here we go. All right, if you want a chance for spin art, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Now, if you want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Allie, I got you. A-L-E-Y, I mean A-L-E. I got you. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let's do some yellow with some purple. That's not that LSU Louisiana Tigers going. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Alexia. All right, I got you. Let's get you added to this line. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right, let's go. Here you go. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome. Next up is going to be Teddy. Let's go, Teddy. All right, here we go, Teddy. We're going to do a little bit of green with some black for Teddy. Here we go. Here we go. You're subscribed. Your name's Maddie. All right, Maddie. Thank you so much for being subscribed. I got you added to the line. Here we go. Here we go. Your name's Damien. How we doing, Damien? D-A-M-A-I-A. Oh, my gosh. I spelled it right. I can't speak, though. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Next up is going to be Peyton. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Teddy. Teddy. There you go. There you go. All right. Here we go. Peyton. Coming up right now. All right, guys. If you want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat, and you will skip the line. All right, here we go. Let's get this one spinning real quick. All right, your name's Bella. Bella, but I don't know if you're subscribed. All right, solely subscribed, so I got you solely. It's like that movie. I like it. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Javier, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Javier, for being subscribed. All right. Braden, you're 100% subscribed. All right, Braden. All right, next up is going to be Lacey. Let's get Lacey going right now. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's take a look at this one. All right, Peyton. There you go. There you go. I hope you enjoy it. Awesome. Next up is Lacey. Let's go, Lacey. Come on, Lacey. We're going to be doing that Green Bay Packers colors for you with that green and that yellow. All right, Lacey. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Samantha. I got you coming up next. Do not worry. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Here you go, Lacey. All right. There you go. Guys, remember to like this stream. If you have not liked the stream, I don't know what we're doing. Make sure we're liking. Make sure we're subscribing. And Samantha, let's get that pink going with some blue. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Ollie's coming up next. All right. Here we go. Samantha. There we go. Awesome. 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 All right, Ollie, let's go. All right, let's do that green with the red. All right, here we go. Here we go with some black on the outside. Let's go. All right, make sure you're subscribed if you want a chance for spin art. All right, next up is going to be Alexia. All right, here we go. All right, there you go, Ollie. Awesome, Alexia, here we go. All right, let's go. All right. Here we go. Why don't I do myself? Because I'm doing it for you guys. All right, Brody. I got you, Brody. All right, guys, after this, if we get to 75 likes, I'm going to do a special one for a country. Alexia, there you go. All right, Maddie, here we go. Let's go. All right, 75 likes. We're going to pick one country and do a spin art for that country at 75 likes. Here we go. Here we go. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right. There you go. All right. Damien. Let's go, Damien. Guys, that's 75 likes. We're going to choose one lucky country, and we're going to do that country for spin art. Let's see if it's your country. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. All right, Damien. There you go. All right, coming up next is going to be Sully. Let's go, Sully. All right, Mr. Sully. Here we go. You speak another language. That's awesome. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Adeline, I got you. Let me get you added to the list. Adeline. All right. Guys, at 75 likes, we're going to choose a country to do for spin art. So, Sully, there you go. There you go. Awesome. Javier, let's go. All right, here we go, here we go. I will add Isabella, but we are only doing it for large gifts and super chats. But we will make an exception for Isabella. All right, here we go, here we go. Guys, at 75 likes, we will choose one country, and we will do that country on a spin art. Here we go, here we go. There you go, Javier. All right, next up is Braden. Let's go, Braden. All right, next up is Brody after Braden. Here we go. All right, we're going to have Isabella go up next. Let's go. All right, we don't usually do it for small gifts, but we'll make an exception. Thank you, Isabella. I appreciate it. Braden. All right, Isabella. There you go. Here we go. Got that 75 likes. I'm going to choose one special country to do, and we're going to do it on a spin art. So, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Next up is Brody, and then Adeline. All right, here we go. Isabella, there you go, there you go. Thank you so much for the gift. All right, here we go. Brody, Mr. Brody, here we go. Awesome, Brody. Let's go. Yellow and blue for I got Brody. All right, here we go. What's up, India? How we doing? What's up, Canada? What's up, Australia? All right, here we go, here we go. Awesome, Brody. This one turned out pretty cool, my guy. Here we go, Brody. Awesome. Next up is going to be Adeline. Guys, remember, I'm going to choose some subscribers right now. So I'm going to choose actually 3 subscribers to do spin art for. So you got to be subscribed. Let me know you're subscribed. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. All right, you got to let me know if you're subscribed or not. Here we go. Fernando, are you subscribed? Joey, are you subscribed? I'm not sure. All right, I need to know if you're subscribed or not. You're subscribed. All right, Vicky. Vicky is one of 3. We're going to be choosing 2 more. All right, here we go, here we go. There you are. All right, Vicky. Hey, Vicky. All right, let's go. I don't know the rest of that song. That's all. That's the only part I know. It's like, hey, Vicky. I don't know the rest of the song, though. All right, here we go, here we go. All right. I got to let me know if you're subscribed. I'm choosing 2 more people in the chat. You got to be subscribed to get chosen. You're subscribed. But what's your name? You got to let me know if you're subscribed. And you got to let me know your name. Choosing 2 more people. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. There you go, Vicky. All right. Your name's Jacob and you're subscribed. All right, Jacob. There we go. Thank you so much, Jacob. All right, here we go. After this one, we're going to choose 1 more. And then we have hit our 75 likes, so I'm going to choose a country. So, put your countries in the chat. Let me know if you're subscribed. If you send a large gift or a super chat, I will also do your country. But I'm going to choose one of you guys for countries. I'm going to do 1 more spin art, though, of names. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Benjamin. You're going to be my name. But we are doing the country, so put your country in. Let's go. Come on now. You got to let me know you're subscribed and let me know your country. I'm choosing 1 country because we have hit our subscriber and our likes. So, after Benjamin, I'm choosing 1 country. So, Let's go. Put your countries in the chat. Let me know if you're subscribed. Here we go. All right. Let's go in the chat. I see a USA. All right, USA. I'll do one more. Because I see a Canada. All right, USA and Canada have been selected. Here we go. Awesome, guys. All right, Benjamin. There you are. Awesome. Let's go with it. USA, red, white, and blue. All right, USA. Here we go. Blue, red, and white. All right, here we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Canada. Let's go. All right, USA. Let's take a look. Oh, my goodness. Red, white, and blue. There we go. Awesome. Next up is Canada. What should we do? I think we should do some black and some yellow. All right, I see China, you subscribed. England, I see that you subscribed. So you can let me know your countries, and then you can let me know that you subscribed. So, I will get China added. All right, here we go. I'll get England added. All right, England, here we go. Next up is going to be a China. Here we go. Awesome. Here we go. Canada. There we go. Awesome. Next up is China, and then we're going to end off with England there. All right, here we go. All right, we got China going. Next up is England. Here we go. Keep putting the countries in. All you got to let me know is you're subscribed and your country. Let's keep it going. Here we go. Let me know that you're subscribed. Let me know your country. If you send a large gift or a super chat, I will do your country, and you'll skip the line. Right now, there is no line, but we will start making a line. Let's go. Let's get these countries in here. Put it in here. Let me know the countries. Let me know that you're subscribed, and I got you. Here we go. Let's keep it going. All right. Let's go. All right, USA, I got you. USA. All right, USA's been added to the line. All right, UK. All right, here we go. Let's keep adding these countries in. All right, you subscribed. You want Thailand. All right, Thailand. Here we go. All right, Mexico. I got you. All right, let's start off with those ones. Let's go. Come on now. All right. Here we go. England. There you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be a USA. Here we go. All right. Red, white, and blue. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Next up will be the UK, then Thailand, and then we'll be doing Mexico. So, here we go. Are we doing countries now? No. I think I'm just going to do these countries, and then we'll move on. There we go. USA. There we go. All right, UK, here we go. Let's do a little bit of red and white. I think that's what we're going to go with. All right, here we go. All right, Thailand up next. Let's go. All right, here we go. If you guys want more countries, let me know. But also, if you want your country done, send a super chat or a large gift. All right, here we go. Awesome, UK. There you go. All right, Thailand. Here we go. Awesome. All right. Next up, we're going to be doing sports teams. Let's do some sport teams. So send your sport teams. Let me know if you're subscribed. Let's do it. So, after Mexico, we are going to be doing sport teams. So, send your favorite sports teams. Let's get it going. Come on now. All right, there you go. Awesome sport teams coming up next. All right, here we go. I see soccer. Let me know the team. Here we go. Awesome. FC Barcelona. I see it. You got to be subscribed. All right. I see the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right. Let me write that. Jacksonville. All right. Home of number 12, Travis Hunter. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's get this one running. Here we go. What's my favorite sports team? I like the Seattle Seahawks. All right. Mexico. There you go. Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go. Duval County. All right, here we go. Duval. All right, Jacksonville. Let's go. Let's get this going. We got to get a little bit of you guys have like a turquoise in there, but here we go. All right, here we go. You like Trevor Lawrence. Awesome. All right, here we go. Next football team. We're doing football team, so let me know what football team you want. You want Eagles. All right, Eagles. Here we go. All right, Philadelphia Eagles coming up next. All right, Fly Eagles fly is what they say. Jacksonville Jaguars. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be the Eagles. Let's go, Eagles. All right, here we go. Do some green with some black and some white. All right, for the Eagles, next up is going to be the Detroit Lions. Their quarterback, Jared Goff, is supposed to be the man this year. We will see. All right, Lions. All right, this one hurts, but 49ers. All right, I got Lions. I got 49ers. All right, let's keep this going. Here we go. You got to be subscribed. You got to send me your football team. So let me know you're subscribed and let me know your team. Eagles. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be the Detroit Lions. Quarterback number 16, Jared Goff. All right, let's get that blue with that white. All right, you're a subscribed Ranger. I know you are. You want the Seahawks? I got you. All right, Seattle Seahawks coming up next. Super Bowl champs, Seahawks added to the line. All right, here we go. You're subscribed. You want the Miami Dolphins. You guys have a quarterback named Malik Willis. I think he is a better quarterback than the Seattle Seahawks quarterback. Hot take, I know, but I believe that. Lions, there you go. All right, 49ers, let's go. All right, let's do red and yellow. Let's go, let's go. Red and yellow for the San Francisco 49ers. All right, here we go. We're going to get this one going. All right, remember you got to be subscribed if you want your team done. If you want a chance for your team to be done, you have to be subscribed. We are doing football teams. All right, here we go, here we go. Yours are the New England Patriots. All right, but here real quick, 49ers. All right, Seattle Seahawks, quarterback Sam Darnold with their wide receiver JSN. Here we go. Awesome. Green and blue. I just read one. I don't remember what it was. Oh, Patriots. All right, here we go. Here we go. New England Patriots. All right. Dolphins, then Patriots, and then we might play a new game. Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs. There we go. Here we go. All right, kind of mid. They're the Super Bowl champs. I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, Dolphins, Miami Dolphins. Let's get that blue and orange for the Dolphins. All right, here we go. What do you guys want to do next? Do we want to know our name? Do we want to do names, teams? What do we want to do? What's up, Nushi? How you doing? All right, here we go. Here we go. Dolphins, Miami Dolphins. There you go. All right, here we go. You're a subscriber. You want Manchester United. All right, I got you with Manchester United. All right, here we go. Here we go. We are doing only sports teams. I don't know which one this was. This was the Patriots. All right, Patriots. Here we go. All right, only sports teams. We'll do a Manchester United. I got you with Manchester United. Here we go. Here we go. Football team, the Bears. You gotta let me know if you're subscribed if you want the Bears. And the Rams. All right, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. Only subscribers get it. All right, Patriots. There you go. All right, Manchester United. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go with that red and yellow. The classic. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be, let's see, the Ravens. You're not subscribed. You guys gotta let me know if you're subscribed. The Bears are subscribed. All right, B-E-A-R-S. Bears. The Bears. All right, here we go. Awesome. Manchester United. Here we go. All right. Should we do one for FC Barcelona? All right, we will do one for FC Barcelona. St. Louis Rams. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Kind of sad they moved. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bears. What are we going to do? Bears colors. There we go. There we go. Let's get this one spinning. Here we go. Next up is FC Barcelona. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, the Bears. There you go. There you go. FC Barcelona. Guys, we're going to go back to doing names. So, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. So, if you want your name done, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. Here we go. If you want a special one done besides names, you got to send a large gift or a super chat. So, we are going to go back to names after we do this one. So, here we go. You're subscribed. Your name's Elijah. All right, Elijah. Elijah, I got you added. Do not worry. What's up, Franny? How we doing? You're subscribed. You want the Chiefs. We are doing names now. But if you want sports teams, all right, here we go. FC Barcelona. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Elijah. Here we go, Elijah. All right, here we go. You're subscribed. Your name's Myro. All right, Myro. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Myro, I got you added in line. Ivy. All right, let me get you added as well. All right, Ivory and Myro. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Elijah. Next up is Myro. Let's go, Myro. Come on now. Let's get it going. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Ivy, coming up next. Let's go, Ivy. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. There you go, Myro. Next up is Ivy. Let's go, Ivy. All right, Ivy. All right, Ivy, let's go with that red and yellow. Here we go. Awesome. Let's go, Ivy. Niveen. All right, I got you. Let's get you going right now. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Ivy. There you are. All right, Niveen. Guys, should we do sports teams again? Football teams? What do you guys think? I'm going to let Ranger pick. Ranger. Should we do football teams again or no? What do you think? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Awesome. There you are. I hope you enjoy it. Awesome. Next up is going to be a DUY. All right. Here we go. All right. Animals. All right. Let's do animals, Ranger. Guys, put that you're subscribed and let me know what animals you like. Let's do it. All right. We got a goat. We got a pig. All right, let me know your name and let me know what animal you want. Let's get it going. Animals on the farm. Here we go. Here we go. All right, there you go. Last name. There we go. All right, we got a pig going. We're going to do oink, oink, pig. All right, with that pink. All right, we're going to do a goat next. All right, here we go. We got that pig going. We got that goat coming up next. All right, here we go. We're going to do a lion. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. The cow goes bark. What kind of cows are you hanging around with? All right. There you go. Pig. All right. Next up is goat. Here we go. The goat. Guys, I'm only taking requests from subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, I will not be taking your request. I won't even consider it. All right, here we go. Let's get this one going. The goat. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right, goat. There you go, Mr. Ranger. All right, next up is the lion. All right, we got to go with the yellow on this one and blue for the Detroit Lions. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. What should we do next, guys? Should we do the pigs on the farm, the cows on the farm? Should we do it? I don't know. All right, here we go. All right, choose one more. Here we go. All right. Let's go, Fox. All right, here we go. Next up, what should we do next? What do you guys think? We got the lion. All right, Fox coming up right now. Let's go. We're going to do black and red for the Fox. There we go. That's the Fox sound, if you guys know it. You guys know that song? The Fox, like, it's a song. Like, what does the Fox say? I don't know the exact words, but you guys know it? I don't know if you do. But I got a super chat that came in that says wolf. So, all right. You guys know the Fox song? Like, you want to go, that one? I don't know. I feel like I'm just, like, yapping right now. No one knows what I'm talking about. All right, I got you with the wolf real quick. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. You subscribed? I know you subscribed, Ranger. All right, here we go. B-Rad. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Gonna make this one pretty cool looking. All right, then we're gonna go back to names. So we're going back to names. Let's go. Let's go. Put your name in the chat. We're going back to names. Let's go. Put your name and if you subscribe, that's all it takes. Here we go. Wolf coming up right now. All right. There you go. Awesome. All right. I'm going to do Amy. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I got you. All right. Put your name in the chat and let me know if you're subscribed. We're doing names. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Yellow and red. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Prince. All right. I got you, Prince. All right. Here we go. You're subscribed. Ranger. All right. Ranger. I got you. Have a great day too. Be rad. Have a great day. All right. Guys, let me know if you're subscribed. You guys let me know if you're subscribed if you want me to do yours. All right. Or you can be like, be rad. You send a large gift or a super chat. You skip the line. There's no line for you. All right, Amy. All right. There you go. Hold up. There we go. Prince coming up next. And then Ranger. All right. Let's go, Prince. All right. Red and blue for Prince. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's get that one going. Let's get it spinning. I'm grabbing a drink of water real quick. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Gifts are not available. Only super chats? That's not true. It shouldn't be. Someone sent a gift earlier. Guys, check if gifts are available. They should be. Someone sent one earlier. There you go. All right. Ranger. All right, let's go, Ranger. Can someone check if gifts are available? Because I swear they were. They should be. All right, Ranger, getting yours done right now. If someone sends a gift right now, I will do their name. If they send a gift right now, I will do their name. I want to see if gifts are available. I will do the first gift. Hold up. Let me look on my phone real quick. Someone sends one, let me know. They should be available. I've gotten some gifts already. All right, Ranger. Actually, this turned out really cool. Ranger, there you go. There you go. Actually, that one's like the coolest one I've seen. I'm not going to lie. Ranger, look at that one. Take a screenshot if you want. There you go. Guys, first one to send a gift will get their spin art. Trying to see if... Ranger, you really don't see him? I'm kind of confused. Of course, Ranger. Happy to do it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get this one going. Why are we timing out Amila? All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. There you go. There you go. All right, next up is gonna be Amy. Oh wait, Amila? I think that's how I say it. I got you real quick. All right, blue and red. Here we go. Awesome, awesome. Let's get this one spinning. Here we go, here we go. First person to send a gift will get their name done. Here we go. All right, there we go. Awesome. Elena, let's go. All right. Next up is going to be, let's see, you gotta be a subscriber. I don't see subscribers in here. Here we go, here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, Elena, there you go, there you go. Spammers are all right, as long as appropriate, I don't mind. All right, here we go. You gotta let me know your name and if you're subscribed. You see them? Okay, cool, cool, cool. You see the gifts now? I'm happy, I'm happy. All right. Daisy, are you subscribed? If you are, I think you are. I'm going to do your name real quick. I'm doing only subscribers. So, Daisy, I got you real quick. Here we go. Here we go. Daisy, there we go. There we go. Awesome. Slimbo. All right, I got you. All right, Daisy, there you go. Slimbo. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. You subscribed, your name's Declan. All right, Declan, I got you. Range sent Uncle Lurk for 440 jewels. Thank you, Range. There we go. Range, what spin art do you want? Let me get yours done real fast. Let me know what you want on yours, and I got you. Then we'll do Declan. All right, I'm going to do Declan real quick. Range, let me know what you want. And then, let's get it going. So, Ranger, let me know what you want on yours. I got you. All right, Declan, let's get this one going real quick. All right, here we go, here we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Ranger, if he gets back to me. Green, orange, and black. All right, I'm going to write Ranger Danger. I hope that's okay. Ranger Danger. Oh, you want Teo on it? All right. Teo, green, orange, and black. All right, Declan, there you go. Green, orange, black. All right, let's get it going. Thank you, Mr. Ranger. What was it? Green, orange, black? Yeah, there we go. Green, orange, and black. All right, here we go. Awesome. I'm going to do another one for Ranger Danger, but with his name on it. So, here we go. All right, Teo. Thank you, Ranger. There we go. All right, Ranger Danger. Let's do another one with green, orange, and black for him. All right, Mr. Ranger Danger. Green, orange, and black. Black, green, and orange. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. This will be the last one unless someone sends a large gift or a super chat. I will do theirs, but this will be the last one. All right. What's up, Mr. Germany? How you doing? All right, here we go. All right, let's go, let's go. Oh my gosh, that one flew away. Ranger Danger, there you go. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to be logging off unless someone sends a large gift or a super chat. I'll do those real quick. But we will be logging off. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We are out.
Let's see. Should we stay on? Should we do more spin art? What do you guys think? Thanks, Teo. All right.